All right, I'm gonna start this video to all my friends in Google Sheets app script land. I have created a database builder to help those who struggle with getting simple databases made and doing CRUD applications, create, read, uh, delete, and stuff like that. So this sheet comes to you with this accordion tab open here that gives you information about the sheet and also information on how to give it permissions. In order to close those, you can just come up to here and show the tab instructions and just click close all. So we'll click close all right there, and it will close everything down for us. You can use this also. It has some useful information here. I'll just go to one, which is like color palettes, to show you. I just have some information regarding that. For my references, I'm building stuff. Also, there's one here for helpful resources. Let me see, which one is that? Yes, here. And we will show that one. So this is a whole bunch of resources for Google Apps Script, Google Sheets, for formulas or for Apps Script and things of that nature. So going on, we're going to go to the schema template. Basically, it has a sheet here that you will copy. You'll make a copy, and you'll do that through the special menu up here. Just duplicate schema template sheet. Once you do that, then you will just follow the directions here on setting up, and they're really easy. You put your header names in this column with the blue. You check what type of a field it's going to be. For instance, in this, text or yes or no field, a date field, an email field, a drop-down field, or a comments field, like notes. You do that for each one, and if it's a drop-down, I'll show you in a little bit, you would put the address, so where you're getting that information. So in this case, it goes to the accordion, and I have a few lists in list 1. Actually, I can show that to you right now real quick. I have the lists here. Again, a lot of times when you're coding or when you're doing formulas, you need helper sheets to store stuff, information that you can grab into a formula or into app script, and this is what I do here. I use that, and you have 27 sections to make that clear. So we'll close that back up, go to the schema template. So again, once you've made a copy, once you've selected all those things, you can give the character limits for each one, just so nobody enters something really too much for the field. And once you create your database, this is what you're going to see. It will, of course, be blank, and you'll have to put in this just some sample data here in this one. So there's 2 spots up here, which are just grouped just to close things off, but these are some helper cells that the script pulls in and gets some information from. It also is the next record column here that the script will auto increment, and then you will also have the database schema here. What's nice about this is that I can, let's say I needed another field. I can simply click on here and insert a column, let's say to the left, give that new information here to the name of the fields and what type it is and everything, and the script will automatically adjust the read and write capabilities to that new column. In the same way as if you found you didn't need one, you can delete it. So I'm just going to delete it here for setup purposes. So in order to access this, you can either do it directly here. You can add what you want right within the sheet, or you can come up here and click on Manage Database. And what that'll do is the sidebar reads the schema information reads all the information here, and then it opens up a sidebar, and you have instructions exactly how to use it on the first tab of this sidebar. On the second tab, if you want to create a new record, it automatically grabs the number for the next row to write in. And if you were to need to edit a record, you have the edit record. In order to get a record, you simply click on a name or the record number and click load record. It will load it into here, and then you can use the save, clear, or delete. One of the nice things about it is if you hit delete, it doesn't automatically. It gives you this overlay and asks you to confirm, and you can cancel or you can confirm it, and then it'll go ahead and delete that. You can also clear it here and or save it. What's interesting is if you'll notice, it automatically tells you which ones are required based on the schema that is set here, and it automatically, like this one, gender, is gotten from the accordion sheet in the lists section. So it's accordion, and I'll just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. But all you do is put the sheet name and the range where that list is, and it will automatically pull that up, and it gets pulled up here, and as you can see, it pulls them up beautifully. So again, based on your schema that you set up in the database, it will create fields that accompany that. In addition to that, it will take that schema every time and it will validate against that schema. So it will look, if a field is an email address, it'll look for a proper email address. If it's a date, it'll set it in the proper date context. If it's a drop down, it'll set validate it for the drop down, and it'll also validate notes and the yes and no. So everything gets validated. If you forget something, it reminds you. Let's just if I try and save this, all of the fields that are in error will light up, and it has a secondary validation on the server side. So if something gets through here, it will run a secondary check on the server side, and it will give you a message, a modal message, if that is violated, and for you to correct it. So all in all, the interesting aspect of this is that it auto creates the fields for whatever schema you have in your database. I hope you enjoy it. I hope the video helped explain it a little bit. Play around with it, and I hope it helps somebody out there. You can also look at all the code within the extension file app script. All of the code is there. I've tried to comment it as much as possible. It will arrive to you with the permissions, the important sheet information, and the give script permissions sections open so that you know what to do, but you can just close them. So again, I hope this was helpful. If there's any questions, feel free to email me. I will not give editor permissions. Just make a copy. Make a copy of it when you pull it up. It's in view mode only. Make a copy. You'll get all of the script, and you'll have editor permissions on your end. All right. Take care. Good luck.